Hello and welcome to the Suffolk County Community College Library. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the many resources that the library has to help you with your research. Let's go ahead and get started. So from the Suffolk page, you can get to the library by going to Quick Links and clicking on Library. I'm going to point out a couple of important things at the bottom of the library homepage. Here's where you can go to look at our library hours. You can request up to 3 chapters of a textbook as a scanned PDF by clicking on this link. If you need to use the Proctorio testing software and you don't have it available on your computer at home, you can make an appointment to come into the library and use it. And there's additional information about library services on this link. In terms of getting help from a librarian without having to come into the library, you have 2 options. First, if the library is open, you can use our live chat feature. Click on the link here, and then you can either put your name in and start chat, or just click on chat to start the chat anonymously. A librarian will pick up and help you with whatever research question you have. If the library is not open, you can go to our Research FAQs link and get answers to hundreds of questions about research. For example, if I were to type in MLA to find out information about how to cite a source in an in-text citation, I can click on this and it will give me the answer to that question. If you can't find the answer to your question in our FAQs, you can ask a question over here on the right-hand side of the page, submit the question, and we will get back to you through email. Now I'm going to go through these research links options on the right-hand side of the page, starting with articles and databases. The library subscribes to 89 databases that cover many different disciplines and formats of information. This page organizes those 89 databases. So on the first page here, we've got 3 databases that you can use for any one of your classes. These are multi-subject databases. You can also go and see our databases organized by subject. For example, if you were taking education classes, you could see which databases are most useful to use when doing research in the field of education. We have many newspaper databases, including the New York Times and Newsday. We have a reference database called Gale eBooks, where you can get background information on a particular topic. And we also have a website called Occupational Outlook Handbook that can help you do research on a particular career. You can also look at our complete list of databases in alphabetical order with a brief description of what you can find within that database. Our citation guides page provides you with information for several different style manuals that can help you cite your sources in a research paper. For example, if you were using the MLA 8th edition, you can click on that tab and get a lot of different information, such as how to do in-text citations, how to create your works cited page, and also a sample paper formatted in the MLA edition from the Purdue OWL website. We also have a collection of electronic books. Let's say you wanted to find books about the Vietnam War. Type in your search term, click search, and you'll see that we have over 1,000 electronic books. If you want to get more specific with your search, you can add a second search term. Let's say that I was interested in the Tet Offensive aspect of the Vietnam War. I can add that search, and that takes me down to 25 titles, which means that I have less information to go through in order to find what I need. You can click on the PDF full text link to open up the full content of the book. Over here you have the table of contents. You can also search within the text of the book for more specific terms. And you can get a citation for the book by clicking on this link right here. Scroll down till you find the MLA edition, if that's the style manual you're using, and copy and paste the citation. If you're looking for scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles, I would recommend using our EBSCOhost databases. If you need help finding background information about a particular topic, you can use our database called Gale eBooks. If you go to our research guides, you can get information for each one of the programs available at Suffolk. If you're taking biology classes, you can go to the biology guide and get information about the best databases to search, important journals in the field of biology, links to books in the field of biology, some select websites, and current books that we have in the collection. We also have videos that you can stream at home. Go to the streaming videos link, and here are a couple of databases that we have, including this database, Films on Demand. This is a documentary database with thousands of documentaries on many, many different topics. We also have feature film databases like Swank. This gives you access to many well-known films that you can stream from home. And finally, we have some very quick tutorials that you can watch on a variety of research topics. For example, you can find out how to create an annotated bibliography. As we saw by going to the Articles and Databases page, we have a total of 89 databases. If you don't want to have to search each individual database to find information, you can use our OneSearch tool. OneSearch searches across multiple databases at the same time. So let me give you a quick demonstration on how that works. Let's say that you are interested in finding information about therapy dogs. Type in your search term, and then you have this drop-down menu to the right. You can search everything, which means you're not going to limit to a particular type of information, or you can select one of these other options. For example, you can search just our books and videos, or you can just search for articles. I'm going to search for everything, and when I do that, I get a total of 152,000 sources. So that's a lot of information, which means that you're probably going to want to find ways to narrow this search down. And there are a couple of different ways to do that. First of all, you could add an additional search term to your search to get more specific. So let's say I was interested in finding out how therapy dogs can help people who have autism. I add autism to my search, and that takes me down to a little over 3,000 sources. And that's still a lot of information, but a lot better than 152,000. At this point, I could also go to the right-hand side of the page and refine my search in a number of ways. For example, let's say that I only wanted to find material that's available online. I could click on Available Online, and that gets rid of all of the print books that we have in the collection. I can also limit to a particular type of information. So let's say that I only wanted to find articles instead of books, for example. I can click on the articles, and that also reduces my results. I could also limit to academic journal articles. Every time I choose one of these refine options on the right-hand side, I reduce my search results over here. Let's take a look at this article right here. When I click on the title, it takes me to the citation page, which gives me some important information. So I can see who the authors of this article are. I can see that this article was published in a journal called Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, and that it was published in 2020. If I scroll down the page, I can see a description of the article that explains what this article is about. And then if I actually want to read the article, I go to the View Online section and select one of these databases. This opens up the full text of the article, and now I can read through it. If I'm using a Gale database, I have some other options in my toolbox up here. I can select certain parts of the text and highlight them and add notes. I can get a permanent link so that I can get back to this article after I leave the database. I can also send the article to myself through email, and I can get a citation for it by clicking on the site link. And here is the MLA 9th edition formatted for me, which I can copy and paste. When you're using the library databases from home, you will need to log in with your MySCCC user ID and password. So I've covered a lot of material in this very quick video, and I just want to remind you that if you need help from a librarian What you want to do is go to the live chat option down here on the library homepage, or use our Research FAQs section to search for topics. Most importantly, we librarians are here to help you with your research, and we hope you have a wonderful semester. Thank you.